Welcome to the Sandro channel. Make sure that you subscribe.
Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans, and today I'm actually going to be doing a review of the Paloni Show. Yeah, did you guys see the Paloni Show this year? This is a brand new Halloween special on Hulu that comes to us from the creators of Rick and Morty, Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. And I thought it was... Listen, if you guys saw my stream last night, I gave you guys a bit of a heads up on my feelings on this thing. But I ended up giving it a 6 out of 10. Just in case you guys, if you're not, maybe you're just like, you want to get my opinion before you go watch it for yourselves. This will have spoilers in it. I am going to spoil the whole thing. But yeah, if you want my early take on it, 6 out of 10. I would just describe this as being a very okay special, a very all right. I wouldn't use the term good. I didn't think it was good. I just thought it was very okay, very all right, and that's why I give it 6 out of 10. It's barely passable, you know what I mean? Yeah, I guess I'm a harsh critic here, but yeah. I wasn't the most, it was vaguely entertaining, but, would I, did I enjoy, you guys asked me last night during my live stream, did I enjoy the Solar Opposites Halloween special more than this Halloween special? The answer is yes, right? Because I'm more familiar and I'm more invested in the Solar Opposites characters as opposed to these brand new ones. But you know what? No, that's not a bad thing. I will give Hulu and anyone else involved in this project 2 thumbs up for creating something new. This is a problem that I feel like a lot of companies have been having across the board streaming services. We keep getting all these garbage spin-offs and all these reboots and everything. This is a brand new property here. This could become a staple for future Halloween episodes or for future Halloween specials. They could make this into a full show just off this one Halloween special. Who knows what the future of the Paloni Show has in store? So yeah, it was very interesting. And I will say, before we start getting into the review, we towards the end, spoilers ahead. Towards the end of the Paloni Show, they kind of allude to this could come back in the future, but also they're not sure. They're like, all right, everybody, see you next Halloween. And then they're like, oh, or, we'll see you whenever we see you. Because it seems like, Hulu hasn't picked it up for next year's Halloween or whatever, right? So could this be a reoccurring once a year gimmick that they do? I don't know. Maybe Hulu was just testing the waters here. But I'm glad they created something new. You'll always love to see something new. Now we're going to get into it. So, if you guys just came here for a little bit of rambling to, test your foot in the water here, and maybe you're convinced or not convinced to watch the Paloni Show, I'm going to say it was very okay. So, you could skip this one. You could skip this one. You won't be missing anything. It wasn't a mind-blowing media here. But, it was pretty okay, I was gonna say pretty solid. It was just all right. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Let's get into it. So what is the Paloni Show in a nutshell? It's one of these types of not slideshows, but it just has shorts. It just basically has a whole bunch of shorts in it. Shorts after shorts after shorts. It's we get 2 minutes of footage, then they go into a short, then they get 2 minutes of footage. And there is a story. It's kind of the shorts are kind of in between the main story. The main story is very quick. It's these 3 characters. I believe this guy's name is Reggie. This guy's name is Leroy. And this character's name is Charus. And by the way, the voice actors here, I believe this is Justin Roiland, the guy who does Morty. You could tell he does Rick and Morty. But he's basically playing Morty. You hear his voice and he's basically Morty. Then you see Reggie here, and this character, if you ever seen the show Smiling Friends, this character is basically Charlie, literally just Charlie. You could tell it's him. And then this character is actually, if you ever seen the Disney show Recess, this is the character Spinelli. You guys remember Spinelli? It's been a while, yeah. Or maybe she also played Pajama Sam, which is really awesome. The woman who does the voice. I don't know her voice, the voice actor's name, but I recognize the voice. I do recognize the voice. So yeah, they picked some good voice actors for the main cast here. They also have a cousin that is like has autism or he's retarded or whatever, and he also has diabetes. Was there any other major characters? Oh, their aunt. They have an aunt that shows up and just kind of like ditches the kid with autism there. She literally ditches him, and then she's like, I've got a date and I got to go see my date at the party or whatever. And then she does come back later. And she's pretty important to the story. But yeah, so let's focus on the Paloni story. Then we'll go to the shorts at the end. So basically, yeah, they go trick-or-treating with their cousin. It's a very short story. It's seriously a short story. If you cut out all of the shorts, like this was like a variety show here. It was just a bit of a variety show. Yeah, it's like without all of those shorts, those little shorts there, this entire story could have been wrapped up in like 5 minutes flat, or maybe like 10 at max. So yeah, they go trick-or-treating with their cousin. Then they decide to go to a house that's like sort of haunted all the way in the back there. Their cousin runs in there, and they go chase after him. Then it turns out like there's a killer on the loose, and the killer ends up going into like their autistic cousin's doll, and they basically parody a couple of Halloween movies here and there. But in the end, again, it is that short. It really is that short. If you take away all of the little shorts that they do in between, the story is not much to go off here. But yeah, they end up going to the haunted house. There's the doll, and then they end up getting lost in the woods. And there they find like these demon worshippers that are trying to like unlock this like demon. They're trying to like sacrifice some humans so that this demon creature can like come forth. They're trying to summon him, right? So then they get into a battle there, and you know the demon worship, or not the, I don't know, are the demon worshippers, whatever, the cult sort of kidnaps like all three of them. Also the killer that was in the house, actually that turns into the doll, actually murders Charus here. So she dies. I thought that was pretty funny. They straight up killed her. Which whenever you see one of these kind of specials or whatever, you're never expecting like one of the main characters to die. So that was a great little subversion. But was it enough to save the special? Probably not. No. But but anyways, yeah. So the demon worshippers, they tie them up with rope and whatever. The Palonis here, they tie them up with rope. And also, you know, the ants from earlier who drops off the autistic cousin. She was there. She got captured there too. And basically, they end up defeating basically the killer that was in the haunted house, and the demon worshipping cult end up killing each other and basically taking each other out. And the Palonis end up getting off scot-free. And except for Charus, who died. She got stabbed in the eye and basically died. But they take the puzzle block. There's like a puzzle block that the demon worshippers were trying to like unlock so that they could summon the demon. They unlock it for themselves, and the demon actually appears, and he's basically like, I'll give you one wish. And it makes it seem like they're going to bring back Charus to life. And then the autistic kid is like, candy. That was probably the best part of the whole Paloni show, that wish. Just the autistic kid getting some candy. That was pretty funny. So yeah, that's basically it. The whole story. I rambled it off in like 3 minutes? That was pretty quick. So not a lot of story here, but the big enchilada of the Paloni show is the shorts, right? That's what you're all here to see me talk about. And luckily, in the credits, if we go, so there's the demon. Yeah, so you can see it there. The demon the autistic kid there wishes for candy. There's the ants that I mentioned earlier. And there's Charus. Yeah, Charus is dead. So the neighbor, they were Hulu Hulu contractually obligated them to do the Paloni show in front of the house. So this guy, they don't explain really who the heck this guy is, but it's his house. He has a really scary house. So they're like, can we shoot in front of your house? And I guess he must have said, yeah, because it would be good publicity. So he's just some random guy, and he's basically puppeteering Charus to make her like feel alive here. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. If they ever do another Paloni show in the future, I do wonder if Charus, like as a joke, will she just be there dead? Like, are they going to bring the cousin? Or maybe they have other cousins. Maybe like every Paloni show, they bring in like a new cousin or whatever. I don't know. But it was pretty interesting. But let's get into the shorts. Like I said, the story is super short if you cut the shorts out. And there goes the Paloni show. And here we go. Okay, so we're gonna watch from here. The end. Yeah. Okay. So now we go into the shorts. So these are each of the shorts here. So I'm gonna ramble off my thoughts on each one. Tell you guys like which one was my favorite and whatever. So Banana Party. This was this one was just a kind of creepy one. It's just like there's a guy at a costume party and he wears a banana while his best friend gets the woodpecker costume. And, he gets to pick up all the chicks. There's women dressed as chicks, which was pretty funny there. And in the end, though, it takes a weird turn. So this banana girl in a banana costume is like, hey, I know this super sweet rich people party we could go to. And it actually turns out she's a banana creature. And they're in this weird banana cult party ceremony thing. Or I guess it's a banana orgy, and they basically rip off their skin, and you see the blood. You can actually see it right here, and then they realize, oh my god, he's not a banana person. He's just a human in a costume, and it's just weird. They end up killing him, and like that's the end of the short. Like these shorts are bad. Like come on, like there maybe was like one or two good ones, but like. I don't know about this one. This one was more of a disgust. It is a Halloween special, but like this was one of the more vomit-inducing ones, I gotta say. There's the girl banana. Yeah, you can see. This was the worst, in my opinion. This is probably bottom 3. This was one of the worst shorts out of all of them. This was, I think, was this the only live action one? Yeah, it was basically like a superhero that went in some like toxic water and he become deformed. I don't remember exactly what is Plopsy and Friends. It's like a it's kind of like Lazy Town where you had Spartacus, but then imagine if Spartacus fell in some like mutant water and he became deformed. And it was a creepy one. It was more just disgusting and not fun. It wasn't funny though. Like that's the problem. Like it was really weird because it's like, are they trying to scare you? Are they trying to make you laugh? They didn't, like, I guess it looks disturbing, but like they didn't really make me laugh. And I thought this one was just terrible. Like it was just terrible. They were parodying a kid's show, but it just like fell flat for me. So Plopsy and Friends, just kind of disgusting. And yeah, I didn't like, I really didn't like the live action stuff. Camp Death Lake. This one was probably one of the better ones. So basically there's like this killer. He kills like an entire camp of children. But then just as he's about to kill this kid right here, he gets a phone call and realizes he has cancer. And then, the murderer feels bad. So the murderer ends up nursing this guy back to health. And then eventually he beats cancer. And as soon as he beats cancer, he stabs him with a knife. And then he's about to kill the people in the hospital. And the nurse gets a call saying that he has cancer too. And then the killer, it's just a kind of a funny loop. I did enjoy this one. This one was probably one of the best ones for sure. Yeah, there's the killer. Which one was this one? I don't even, I literally don't even remember what that one was. The killer one, I don't know. I literally cannot remember. Oh, this was the elevator one where like he goes into the, yes. Okay. He's like a detective or the animation on this one was very gimmicky. He's like a detective or whatever. And then he realizes that like the girl some like girl lures him up an elevator and it turns out she's a zombie, but he's a detective. So he figured it out. This was a bad one. It goes by super quick and the animation wasn't that great. Yeah, there's the zombie. Okay. This was the weirdest one out of all of them. Bet it was BECCA. Truly bizarre. We got like 30 different shots of this weird girl bobbing for apples. And her face deforms each time, and then she becomes like this creature that's like, it looks like she's gonna kill everyone. and then she sees a guy dressed as an apple, and you think, oh, she's gonna bite him, but she's actually just a bitch, and she's like, why did you invite him to my party? And yeah, this one was just so weird. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it was cool. The animation was cool to watch, I guess. That was the only good thing about Bet It Was BECCA. Yeah, see, like, it looks interesting to watch there. This one was really weird. It's like these 4 friends do cocaine, and they're like a bunch of animals or whatever, and one of them's a witch. And yeah, this was probably one of the worst ones. They basically end up going to they weren't there to steal from him, right? No, I can't remember. What was this called? MEGAHEX Devil's Night. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. They were like trick-or-treating or something, but they decided to break into the guy's house, or I don't remember. They basically just did some crack and like try to break into the guy's house instead of going trick-or-treating. And then basically, oh yeah, it was because they were hungry. I think that's what it was. They were hungry. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. This one goes, but it's a very quick short. And basically, yeah, they think they killed this wolf guy here, but he wasn't dead. He was actually still alive. And they basically run back into their house, and they're like, oh my god, we killed the person. We got a person killed. And then this guy runs back to the house and knocks on the door. Then they think that the police are after them, mostly because they're doing drugs. And then they escape into the ocean and flee the country. Just very bad shorts. I gotta say, some of these were pretty bad. Right behind you, Tun. Okay, this one was probably one of the better ones. Basically, it's like they throw a guy a surprise party for his like birthday or something. It was a Halloween surprise party or something. They throw the mayor a Halloween surprise party, and he basically says like, oh, I hate surprises. It affected him emotionally, so he starts banning anything that's scary. Because he's the mayor, he gets like a bill passed that bans anything in Right Behind You, Tin. He bans like cats and Halloween, jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins, ghosts. But then in the end, it's revealed that after 50 years, the people that are still alive that threw him the surprise party, it was all a joke. It was all just a joke. For 50 years, he was just pranking them for the surprise party that they threw him. It was kind of good. I think you guys should at least check this short out. It was probably one of the best ones here. But the animation was really, it was a style, all right. It was really a style. A lot of the animation on these are kind of gimmicky. There's the mayor himself. Slaughter Cafe. This one was just really weird. It's just like some cockroaches of like enslaved humanity or something, and I don't know. They're cannibals and they're eating little boys and shit. It was kind of weird. I really didn't like this one. This one was just kind of I didn't get a good laugh out of it. I just thought it was just kind of disgusting, but not really much emotion felt for this one. This one, this felt like it like, why was this even in here? There was nothing Halloween about this. The creek down the street. So this one is like a pink blob and his yellow friend or whatever, and they're just talking. His friend is going on a date with a girl. There's nothing Halloween about this. Literally, other than the fact that they look like some kind of monster or like mutant, nothing really Halloween about this one. Yeah, the green guy, he's going on a date with a girl. Just like, this felt so out of place. Like, they could have put this short in any kind of special. You know what I mean? Like, you could have put this in a Christmas special. You could have put this like anywhere. So this didn't feel like Halloween. Even the background doesn't even feel like Halloween. This had to be the most out of place out of all of them. This was basically filler. Shitty Beetlejuice. So yeah, in the original Beetlejuice, it's like you say his name, he lures the girl to say his name 3 times, like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. We have this weird kind of like gimmicky Beetlejuice character where he's like, you have to say, a slur. You have to say like a slur. Go outside your house and just yell a slur 3 times, and I'll grant you a wish. And so I thought this one was funny just because I got the joke. It was like a parody of Beetlejuice, People who haven't seen Beetlejuice might just think this was a very garbage short. But yeah, that's not much to say. These shorts weren't very good. The killer bathtub. Now this was the absolute worst. I had no clue what the fuck was happening, and the animation was horrendous. Horrendous. Just look at what's going on here. It's just weird as fuck. An alien in the claymation. This one looked really cool, but it's basically a guy just like attacking a bunch of zombies. Not much to say about it. It just looked cool. Slashtronaut. Yeah, this one was cool. There's like an old man, and there's some kids like this kid right here who are making fun of science. Then they see like this like spaceship that's in this old man's backyard. They go in there, and there's like this evil astronaut that like kills them all for hating science. And then it turns out the old man like knew about the astronaut, and he's just like, hey, nice day or whatever, so yeah, not much here. But this short, one of the characters was voiced by like the guy who does Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. So that was really cool. It was cool seeing his voice in this little clip here. And that's it. That's it, basically. Yeah, not much to the Paloni Show. I stand by my 6 out of 10. It was just okay. You could even give it a 5 out of 10 and you'd be okay here. Just very mediocre, but I commend them. I give them 2 thumbs up. It's great that they completely created a brand new special here. I do enjoy that. I do love it whenever they create something new instead of just rebooting or making spin-offs of the properties they already own. This was a great step in the right direction to creating more stuff in the future. And who knows, maybe next Halloween they'll make another new special. Never mind the Palonis. Maybe they'll just make like a completely new special that is actually quality, is a quality special. Or maybe they'll just why not just make a movie? If you had a budget, if you had a decent enough budget, why not just make a fucking movie? I don't understand. But yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have just taken the budget, screw the shorts, and just, try and make a movie out of this thing. So yeah, that's basically it. 6 out of 10. I can't wait to hear your guys' review scores in the comments down below. Do you agree with 6 out of 10? Do you guys think it's an 8 or a 9 or something? Or did you hate it? Maybe you hated it. Maybe you gave it like a 3 or a 2. I don't know. I want to hear your guys' opinions down below. Which one was your favorite short? I think the right behind you, Tin, the mayor thing with the 50 years later. That was like the only kind of like funny good one there. So yeah, I do want to hear your guys' thoughts, and what did you guys think of the Palonis? Are you sad that Charus died? Do you think that in the future, if they ever bring it back, will Charus just be alive again, or are they just going to permanently kill her off? I don't know. Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and why not watch an ad for your boy Sandro? Thank you guys so much. Peace out. Bye-bye. I almost said Paloni. No. Peace out and goodbye. The end of the Paloni Show. See you later.